Good afternoon, love, and good afternoon, light illuminators and way showers. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being with me once again as we share the infinite languages of lights, where absolutely everything in creation is a vibration, a frequency, and speaks, emits a language of light. And today I'm celebrating the language of light of bright pink. So whether you call it, I don't know, chartreuse or what, all day long, I've been enveloped in this just absolutely brilliant, bright pink energy today. So I wanted to thank you all for joining Alicia and I last night, me and Alicia last night for a galactic gathering. We had such a good time. And of course, as always, we're in such bliss that we completely lose track of time. So I wanted to thank you all, whether you stopped in just for a little bit, or whether you were there for a little while, or whether you were there for the whole thing. Thank you so much. And I know we're all busy and our attention spans are short because we've got a lot going on. So I appreciate any little bit of time that you spend with me. And even if you have to zoom back and forth through the video, maybe there's little bits and pieces that are just for you. So don't feel like you always have to watch the whole thing. But hey, I am so appreciative to all of you. And with that said, I wanted to share some of my awesome synchronicities today with all of you, because everything last night was about connection. And I was so excited this morning. I was laughing and just having such a good time just reading all the live comments that I missed while I was, talking and preoccupied and looking at my notes and so forth. So I wanted to thank you all. And if I didn't get to your comments last night live, I just wanted to thank you all for being there. I had such a good time. It's like I had so much fun just reading all of the comments as I slid through the video. So I appreciate it. And it was kind of funny because of all the synchronicities, because as some of you may or may not know, I started speaking languages and I was and still part of and a founding member of Human Colony, Hukalo.org. It's a channeling community. And it wasn't that long ago that Krista Reza had actually been a guest channeler on there. And so Krista was one of the people that in my awakening process, I've been a subscriber to her channel for a long time. So I was so excited. So Krista, if you happen to see this, thanks for coming by and sharing in the chat. I had such a good time interacting with you, and that's what today is all about. So I was really excited today when I saw that today's date equals 14, of course, and today's Syrian symbol for 14 is connect. And isn't that what we look like when we're connecting? We're just like, even when we're connecting to our guides, don't we look up and just, I want to connect. And so I was very excited because one of the things when I started speaking languages and started just receiving all this information, I started finding all of my soul tribe, my vibe tribe, and Krista was one of them. And I subscribed to her channel a long time ago. And so, it's interesting how I always knew that our paths would cross one day, and I always said I really wanted to connect with her. So love you, curly girly. I've always loved you. Love how you keep it real. I'm the same way. I'm just, just me. And so I really had a good time with everybody just being me last night, and loving how all of you interacted. So really had a lot of fun. And so I wanted to share just a couple other connect synchronicities with you, because the other Syrian symbol, when you add 14 together equals 5. So today's date equaling 5, today being 9/12/2018. And so for the number 5, it's about express. So when we connect, we express with our higher selves, we express with our whoever we're connecting with. And so I was just having so much fun expressing my joy and excitement, connecting with all of you, and then reading reading the comments and reading Krista's comments. And so I just had to share, as I mentioned just briefly last night, about the synchronicities. And one of the people that I came across in because of the light languages was Jacqueline Smith. And Jacqueline Smith and I have become friends, and I've had her on my channel a couple of times. She wrote Star Origins, and also she's also an animal communicator. And so she and I have become really good friends. And a mutual friend of hers, Miguel Mendonça, that I mentioned last night, who he wrote the book Being with the Beings. So I had to laugh because I remembered that that Miguel had also interviewed Krista for his book. And so this morning I happened to be, I picked up the book because I haven't had the opportunity to read it. And so I went to Krista's section, and I'm just busting out of all the synchronicities because I had completely forgotten that. Well, let me just share that I think I've even shared in a couple of my videos recently that there have been frogs all over the place here. And so I've had all these frogs running around, and so I was chuckling at the synchronization because as the other night I was looking out at Orion, and so feeling just this deep connection with the just the star system and thinking about Orion, and I mentioned that too in my video the other day. And the Orion Council is an amphibious civilization, and they represent themselves as frogs. So I was laughing about that because of the frogs, and then I remembered my little frog that I keep up here that I've showed in a couple of videos. So I was laughing about my little frog and the synchronicity, and then we were talking about journals last night, and one of my journals is this was created by, I don't know who. I picked it up at an art show, and they were giving away stickers of their drawings. I'm sorry I don't know the artist, but I loved it because it reminded me of Sirius and the dog star and the fish and the amphibious beings and the aquatic beings. And so I was laughing about that today too because I forgot about that journal that I put that sticker on there. So I was really feeling all these connections today and talking about Star Origins. And so I was just, I don't know why, I was just feeling this beautiful pink love energy. Excuse me. So see, I'm still, got my throat chakra opening from expressing myself. Excuse me, guys. So really today's cup of inspiration is about connecting, and the synchronicities when we allow ourselves to connect and just be ourselves, and the synchronicities and the connections that happen as a result. And so I'm definitely going to be reaching out to you, girly. And I'd love to hang with you. Love to have you on my channel. So was just really enjoying reading the chapter in Miguel's book. So if you guys have an opportunity to purchase the books from my friends, Being with the Beings and Star Origins, by Miguel, and Star Origins by Jacqueline Smith. And then I thought it was funny too because I found my Ankh today under all my journals from last night. So there's my Ankh from last night, and I wanted to say happy birthday today to anybody it's your birthday. Ni sato shora hirake kia sato sopali hana kalokoya shariki sasena te ila shitose ko sharete lakila sato se diasho. There's your solar return blessing. Nia sotosha in the languages of lights. Nia shora kele sia notere. Make a wish. Ia soteshe ki isa. So I've got my little cool pink sparkly box here that I just keep some of my technical stuff in, and I've got my little bag of love here with a big pink heart on it and black and white stripes. So here I got black and black shorts on and pink. So this is filled with stones and crystals just from all over people that have given me them from different parts of the world. And so hello to all of you from all over the world. Thank you so much for being with me. I love sharing my corner of the world, literally my corner of the world, my part of the world with you, nature, the light codes from where I am, because each and every one of us from wherever we are we emit a different frequency, and each of us chose to be in a particular place in a particular time for a specific reason, to serve our soul in some way. And so for now, I'm here in Tennessee. I'm blessed to be on the water. I'm surrounded by nature and hummingbirds. And today, I mean, there was just hundreds of blue dragonflies. So I was reading up on the frog animal totem today, and if you have the intention, or I was going to say instinct, if you have the instinct to look up the, so I'm feeling the energy, the stones from all over the world right now in my hand. It's like, so if you have the instinct to look up any of these animal totems, every one of them has a very special message for us at any moment. And I even have bees that come up to my window and they just sit there and hover like they're just sending me a message. And that's another thing I've always been very connected to, is the bee collectives. And so, yeah, cosmic indeed. And so feeling very cosmic. And so one of the things that I also wanted to share with you guys today is in one of my other journals, that, and this one here is be happy. And, you know, the old saying, dance like no one is watching, sing like no one is listening, love like you've never been hurt, and live like there's no tomorrow. Because really there is no tomorrow, you guys. There's only now. We only have now. I sing, I dance, look at me now. I'm doing things on the public internet I never thought I would, and I'm having literally the time of my life, because for once I'm finally just learning to let go and not be the perfectionist, not being the waiting until the moment is perfect to act. And then, of course, because our life is always perfect, but we don't see it as perfect, we think that things need to be different or better before we act, before we do something, before we connect and express ourselves. One of the symbols that I did, and this was quite some time ago, and once again, I know, shame on me, Alicia, because I didn't date it, is I was feeling that this 5 energy, this symbol of humanity, because it's about change. We're always changing direction. Humans, this is our nature, to always change direction. So when I did this symbol, this was almost like my expanded interpretation of that express symbol, and how we're all as humans longing to connect and express ourselves, and by doing so, connecting. So it kind of goes both ways. So I was loving that, and then I was guided also to this other page of just symbols and things to share with you guys. And so as we were talking last night about automatic writing, and I realized that there's a lot of this stuff I don't share. And one of the ones that came to me today too to share with you guys, and I was looking, some of them I do date, but I didn't date this one either. But this one's in purple. So I was guided to share that one with you as well, because it felt like this idea of connecting. Like, I want to connect with anything that's of the highest frequency, the most loving and benevolent beings, that I want to experience what you experience. I want to know what your world is like, and I want you to know what my world is like. I want to show you, as a galactic ambassador, what it's like to be in this physical reality, what it's like to be physical. And we have to remember that, you know, we talk about starseeds and being from here and there, and we're connected to all these planetary systems, but we are still having a physical experience for a specific reason, because we're here to help and teach each other and teach others in the cosmos who don't have a clue what it's like to be 3D any more than we really can comprehend being any other dimension ourselves, only that which we are beginning to experience. And many of us, of course, are having multidimensional experiences. So again, let's be grateful for the time that we're together, and be grateful and believe that we are connecting, that you are here to express yourself in this time, in this way, in this now, for a very specific reason. We really do exist I don't believe it. It's 444 my time. 444. Connecting with our guides, our angels. The number 12. 444, 12, number 3. And as you'll notice, many of the galactic symbols contain a triangle. Connecting with ourselves, first, we can connect with all that is. We can connect with all that we are. All that is. Shorogoriana Nasieto Somaliano Quella Podi Shana Ketse Sono Colante Shanateli in a Keleso Sono Tosha Onada. Well, you know what? I realized I do not have my spectacles in front of me. So let's see. Let's see if I can do this without talk about believing, right? Let's see how my writing is. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to do that. It's a little bit. Hang on, let me go get my glasses. I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. Much better. So now I can see what I was going to read, and I can see the cards. So before I forget, what I wanted to do was, I thought it would be fun that anytime I did a video or was so guided, hopefully it would be every day, but on the days that I do video, I just wanted to call pull what I call a birthday card. So for all of you, if today's your birthday, just wanted to pull a birthday card. And if it's not any of our birthday, then that's okay too, because still this day, every day is a new birth for all of us, right? If everything is now, then every moment is now, and every day is new and now, right? Technically, every day would be a birthday card, right? So I kind of thought of it a little bit that way, but this is definitely for if it is your birthday, happy solar return. And if not, every day is a new day for each. Whoops. Well, one of them just flew right out. So let's see what it says. Okay. Number 14. You guys are my witnesses. Come on. It flew right out. And I'm a Sagittarian and a fire sign and a Leo moon. So I got a double fires. I ignite the fire within me that connects me to the divine. Connect? Are you kidding me? All right, guys. You cannot make this stuff up. Number 14. I'm just... If I don't laugh, I'll cry because I'm so freaked out right now. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, guys. I mean, are we in divine... Are we connected or what? I'm actually... I'm quite speechless right now. Oh, my God. Oh, shukoliasa to samiliata. Oh, shukoliasa so sabasholi anu koabolisa to sorikitiasa. Soliciti. I have no idea why I'm so surprised. Oh, see, I crack myself up. Oh my gosh. Jeez, talk about the heart. My heart is just like... I'm all sparkly right now. I'm really all sparkly right now, guys. So, oh my God. That's just, I'm so incredibly astounded. Oh my goodness. Well, before we move on, I wanted to share, I wanted to share this with you guys, and all of a sudden I just opened up to this page in this book. I don't know why. I have not even finished reading the entry. I started reading it and I remembered that I think it was an energy that came through one day. This was written on 10/11/2017, and the date equaled 13, which I thought was funny because of yesterday's date being 13. But so I've got 10/11/2017, and then I've got all these 1s and 11s. So here, and a bunch of symbols. So here, I'll show you guys. So that's how it started. I started receiving these symbols, and so that's how the transmission began. And as you can see, look, there's 2 triangles with looks like eyes in them. These look like stairs or pyramids. Ascension, like I don't know, information coming out of the mountains or something. And then all these symbols. So that's what came through first. We exist within multiple planes of existence, a reality foreign and unfamiliar with yours. Yet, we can easily connect. Okay, now I know why I was guided to this one. We can easily connect in this manner, and in your dream states, your meditative states, open your channels of greatness, and you will feel the thrill of meeting, interacting, engaging in, and with other planes of existence. Healing is magnified as you consider this, and just considering a particular idea raises your observational frequency. These are not chance meetings. Connect. But interchanges of energy passing through the layers of consciousness as you broaden your desire for multidimensional interaction. When you apply the principles of healing, magnification by frequency elevation through intentional meditation, you allow yourselves the freedom to move to a higher dimensional version of yourself in which the experiencer of the malady sorry about that, you guys. In which the experience of the malady, cause, and situation you find yourself in as a result simply does not exist in this plane of your existence. Therefore, it is not a part of your experience. We can be perceived as many things. A tall, white, gray being, a flame, or a teardrop. Oh, well, that's interesting. The flame. Wow. Okay. This is really freaking me out, you guys, because I seriously did not read this before I read it to you guys, obviously, or I would have read that better. Wow. So we can be experienced as many things. A tall, white, gray being, a flame, or a teardrop. A presence. We are and can be the image we need to be for you for this now, as that is our highest excitement. Our joy to assist others on their journey through the planes of existence. We are evaporable. We are solidified. We are etheric. We can easily adapt to each plane that is our desire as guides to assist you in your explorations, elevations. We are the cable car driver. We are the cable car driver. Ding, ding, ding. Next stop. End transmission. So, okay. Now, I know I didn't read that so eloquently, but that's the kind of thing that comes through in these automatic writings that you're just like, okay, that's kind of funny. The trolley. And so you're like, okay, so these are the sorts of things that I hesitate to share sometimes. But it's to let everybody know, though, that again, I didn't make it up. I didn't write it. It just came through. It just sort of flowed through. It was about connecting. And I just happened to be connecting to that particular energy. And so, and I just flipped the page. Here's a couple of symbols that I did quite some time ago too, with the infinity sign inside the triangle with the up and down triangle, and then these I don't know if this is water symbol or I'm not exactly sure. So just thought I'd share that with you guys too. So I really have been guided more and more to not just put these in books, but share them online. But the other thing is that I wanted to mention that the guides wanted me to remind you guys is when we actually physically write these things out for ourselves, for you, if you guys actually sit with a pen and paper, pause the video and draw this symbol out, or you can find them online too. And you can print them or you can, whatever. So, but the point is literally drawing them yourself, which is why I drew each and every one of these by hand, was because the frequency is different when you're actually physically writing it. And so when we were talking about automatic writing, that was one of the things that Bashar said when he introduced these symbols. He said when you begin to interact with them, when you physically use them and hand write them yourself, it creates a different kind of a connection. So I wanted to mention that as well, that by actually writing these symbols out, and even like the symbols that I get, the galactic glyphs and the scripts and the symbols and Asemic writing and whatever we want to call it, all these light languages, each of them are stories, information, light codes. It's like we're reading, the walls of the pyramids and beginning to understand what they mean. And it's almost like this is this kind of a similar situation, like we're reading another set of blueprints maybe, or maps or information, or maybe maybe there's stories of, I say maybe because, but I know they're all of these things, stories of other civilizations and how did they ascend and what happened to them, and how did they experience it, and this is their way of sharing this information with me, with us, and I'm feeling all like tingly now just thinking about it all. So wow, the energy is really strong right now. So again, I just wanted to thank you all for being with me, for sharing these interactions, and connecting. That's really what this is about, is learning to connect with each other. Now I just pulled the Earth Magic deck. Oh, and the back, look, connecting to the earth, connecting to the sky, connecting to the ethers, connecting to all of the elements, the elementals. I talk to everything outside. I talk to the dragonflies, I talk to the hummingbirds, I talk to the frogs all night. They're hopping and they're just so darn cute. And they're just bunches of little ones, and some are a little bit larger. We've got tree frogs everywhere. And so I literally see them as soon as dusk comes, they're all over the place. And I'm like, oh, froggy, hi. It's like I'm connecting with them. I'm loving with them. I could sit and actually just watch them and have a conversation. They won't move, So I know it sounds crazy, but this is how we begin to really open ourselves up. And my heart chakra right now is just so wide open, and my solar plexus, and of course my throat chakra. This pink energy is always felt to me like, especially when you combine, when you think of pink and how it's generated, it's from red and white, and so it's like a grounding of energy. It's like grounding the red, this root chakra energy, but mixing it with that white crystalline bright light energy. And so for me, maybe that's what I was feeling today, was this really bright, pink, loving, amazing energy. And I even got my bright pink pen out today to do a drawing. So as I was like, okay, what do we do? Do we pull cards? Do we do the drawing? I was like, I'm so multidimensional. I'm so cosmic that I just like doing everything. And I'm just like, okay, what do we do today? So I'm feeling I'm just kind of going with what the guys are showing me right now, because that's what they're telling me. This is the message. So here we go. Tree. Grounding. Seriously? The same as the back of the card. When we connect with the trees. Okay, let me tell you a story that I remember now. I connected with several of the tree spirits, and I remember Roxanne Sweenhart. Check out her channel, Odyssey of Ascension. She was also another one who was instrumental in my awareness and my awakening process. And I remember her connecting to the tree beings, and I think it was Gondolina, and it just struck so strong with me. And wherever I walk, and especially where I used to live, I was so connected deeply to those trees that to this day, I can go back in my consciousness and connect with them, each and every one of those trees that I connected with on my walks every day. And I even get emotional right now because they were in all of my earlier videos. And literally, I would have conversations with them. I would meditate under them. I was so connected, and I was connected. It brought such immense channeled information just for me. It was, or for you guys. I did lots of videos underneath these particular trees. So much information opened up to me under the trees. The emissaries of the Light Collective came to me the first time in the trees when I was in the forest. I was in the woods walking, and boom, there they were, talking to me, literally talking to me. So maybe the message today is just keep it simple. Connect with Gaia, connect with the trees. And this, if you see, it's very similar both directions. So, you've got the light and the dark, you've got connecting of both the inner and the outer worlds. And these are gemstones up in the photo. In the photo of the tree there. These are all gemstones. So when we connect and express ourselves truly, authentically, when we're just easy, when we just be ourselves, what is your gift? What is your particular ability that excites you? That is your gift. You are here to express. The tree, if it weren't for the trees, again, this connection, if it weren't for the trees, we wouldn't exist. They produce the oxygen we breathe. We produce the carbon dioxide they breathe. It is a constant connection. And when we spend time with the trees and the leaves and with nature, we find, and isn't it funny, fire, trees provide us fire. They provide us homes. And here we are connecting. Absolutely connecting. And here she's got the sun, flames coming out of her. The fire is all around her. Oh my God, you guys, I don't believe this, that I didn't see this before. I ignite the fire within me that connects me to the divine. And her arms, of course, are outstretched, just like I said at the beginning of the video. Just like this guy. Arms outstretched, her arms are. And I just realized she has salamanders. Reptiles crawling up. Look, you guys, the mountain. Looking for the warmth, looking for the path, rising out of the fire. Reptiles, reptilian beings. I don't believe this. See? All right, guys. Sometimes I just still can't even believe this stuff myself. It's truly amazing to me how we can connect in this way, and we are just one of the most amazing species there ever existed. Misato shono tareshina seta sanase. My heart is just filled with love. Miyasoto shonaki, that pink, grounded, loving, sparkly energy. Nasoto sona. And I'm just sending all of my loving hearts out to you guys. Miyasoto samana, my cosmic stardust. I've got my Wendy, the witch hat up there. I don't know if you guys can see it. And she's got her magic wand up there, and she's waving her stardust all over the place. And Nyasotosha, that's from Casper and Wendy. Wendy and Casper, the friendly ghost. So talk about cartoons and talk about manifestation and connecting. So I've had that hat for many, many, many years. And I've always loved Casper. So there you guys go. Keep it fun. Keep it play. Sending you my love, my pink hearts, and my sprinkles and my sparkles. I love you all so much. Nihalkoria satosami ilisa toshana kilisa susumalaki lehishnana sasana kilala. Mohora shanikila susupalahana kolia sasote kila sata. Soyana seya sayala yanaki nunaya le. sunayoru shinayaki sinayaso sikayasi shanahi mihina soto somani ili soto karusha she tokola mahora sono so somala ita shato shasho natila. It has been a true joy, honor, and pleasure to play with you guys today, to find our fire, to connect with each other and express in a way, express our joy and our highest love and excitement for this beingness, this experience, for this connectedness with each other. Thank you. I love you so much. Alaki. Nishina sa halala. Miki satashe halaki. Mahala namaste.